a nice, gentle little tap. There. There. Look at that happy little rover. Look at that happy little rover. Calmly being lowered by his friend. His friend that we're soon going to be abandoning to the cold, cold reaches of space. Gentlest, gentlest little tap. See ya, Sky Crane. Thank you. Oh, look, a rover got a hat. A free hat. Looks like Dobby is a free elf. Whoop. There we go. Lovely. Our little boy. Our little rover. Which we now need to name a rover because it was a probe before. Rove 1, Minmus, accept. Which means that we have now formally completed our contract. Rover's on location and ready for research. And in fact, we can do a temperature scan. The ground seems to reflect most of the sun's thermal energy. The ground temperature is much higher than it should be. This warrants further investigation of the Great Flats. Pressure scan. Collected and recorded atmospheric pressure data from the surroundings. Magnetometer engage. Closer study reveals that Minmus does indeed not generate a magnetic field. Seismic scan. We watch the data as it clearly shows that nothing interesting is happening at all. Aw, thanks! I'm supposed to be entertaining here, come on. Now, let's see. We want to make sure that we're not getting any annoying, whiny messages about you not having any power when you get into the dark. Break, please. Also, it looks like so far... Wait. Get back in there. Our battery is already perpetual. Let's see how that is when we start transmitting our signs, though. Our battery is still perpetual. That means that these two really are auxiliary energy. Hey there, Zakatak. Thank you, Supreme Affy. Thank you. And indeed, happy little landing. Fub. Happy little landings. Even if nothing's happening that's interesting, it's not a celestial body for crying out loud. Exactly. We are on the second mun of this planet for crying out loud. Now, I'm thinking this is one biome, right? The flats. This will be another biome. It would have... Oh, wow. That is our Sky Crane. It's going to be launched up real high. It's going to be landing pretty darn close, so let's not go there. 'Tis a silly place. Ideally, this sat would scan out all the biomes that we can go to, but I'm thinking already, if this is a flat, then surely that is something else. Yes, it is, and stop calling me Shirley. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's precise maneuver. Nice. Let's see. I mean, we have access to the KerbNet, so we can change the field of view and so on. I think using this, we should be able to switch to Minmus, which already shows us the rover and where we are. Apparently, do we not have an altimetry? Oh wait, this is the there we go. This is the bio map. We need an altimetry map. So we're on the flats, and I want to go here, so we can put down... See, this is technically for landing points, but we can put down something like that, and I believe... Does that show on the map? It does not. Ah, well, it's literally over there. I don't need... I can just drive over there. I can see where I need to go, for crying out loud. Let's disengage the brakes and drive this baby forward. Again, this is what's interesting about these wheels. Normal wheels, you need to... See, the engine is idle, but these wheels keep on going. So I'm not quite sure what's up, whether that's a bug It doesn't seem to be correct. The other wheels, I think, cost more energy to use, and you'd have to keep on engaging them. Okay, let's get some speed up in this baby. Not too much, though. Oh, there we go. When we use them, you can see the battery going down a little bit. Wow, that was farther away than I thought it'd be. Let's get some more speed in. As long as we make sure to slow down enough over there. God, it's still amazing. Have you ever seen the photos that Curiosity has taken of Mars? To think, I mean, I looked at the pictures and I see, you know, what's on there. It's like, oh, hey, look, brown, sandy, desert-like, cool. But then when you start thinking, what am I looking at? It's a man-made device that's on another planet. It's a picture, a photograph of what it would look like were I to stand there. To me, that is mind-blowing. Okay, buddy, you can do it. You can do it with your happy little eyes and your little mustache. Hi, kitty. I know it's late. Yeah. Normally, I'm already done for an hour and a half. I know, kitty. And you are upset because we are not going to sleep right now. Because that is one of Kitty's main things to look forward to in the day, which is curling up somewhere near me as we go to sleep. As we reach the mountain region, we lose contact with the rover, and boom, luck. Don't you joke about these things. Oh God, what? Vanen, you have jinxed the rover. It is out of control right now. How dare you, Vanen? Come on, come on, magnetometer, magnetometer. Toggle it, toggle it. How dare you, Vanen? How dare you? This is one sturdy rover. It is not going to land on its legs. It is not going to land on its legs. Tracked. There we go. There we go. Put the brakes on. Extend. How do you like them apples? Looks like the center of mass is too high. Yeah, probably. I mean, look at these wheels. The center of mass is literally above them. That's okay. They were never really meant to be driven that swiftly. It's my impatience. An actual rover, you would just keep at this slow speed and, you know, it doesn't care how long it gets there. You just go out to lunch. Vehicle physics was taken from PUBG by the looks of it. Yeah, the extended magnetometer probably shifted it. I'm gonna quick save, just in case we get any weird bugs. Nice save, thank you. That was, I can't believe that worked actually. Just retracting these on time so that it's still flipped forward, and then the center of mass apparently was just over those wheels. Hey there, Mr. 00190. Sorry, 000190. 191. I don't know, it's late. What do? Right now, we are moving this lander over to that area to get a bit of new science. We just landed this already. That completed one contract. And after that, we are going to put this satellite into a polar orbit of Minimus. And that's what we're going to be calling it today, actually. Impatience. What could go wrong? Oh God! What was destroyed there? It looks like one of the backup solar panels and one of the main solar panels and an antenna. But the science looks to be okay. Retract these. Extend. No, wait, the thermometer is still there. The science packages is there. What we lost was an antenna, a solar panel, and another solar panel. We are good. Those were spares. Career mode? Yep. This is career mode. Career mode with a bunch of mods. Exclamation mark Kerbal gives you a number of them. Well, you can see a number here as well. One including Kerbalism, which gives you life support. I have a colonization mod that I haven't used yet. That's probably going to be next weekend. I turned a lot of things off, like Kerbal respawn is off. Reverting is off. If we lose signal, that's it. We lose connection with the probe. We can no longer steer it until we get a signal back. And as a general rule, just no reverting, no going back. So for example, this, I'm not reverting this because this was me being impatient. The responsible thing would be to lean back and have this thing cruise at a very low speed to the next thing. It encourages me as well to start building in, like this, an auxiliary power support, power supply. Press F3 to look what's broken. What? Hold on, F5, let's save. Oh, hey, that's useful. That is very useful, thank you for that. F3. Separation, yeah, crashed into Minimus, yep. Photovoltaic panel, Communitron, and solar array. Yep, perfect. Exactly as expected. So, our clear lesson, don't speed. The other one might be, in the next time, is to move these wheels up so that they just to lower the center of mass. Although I'm worried that there's nothing we can crash into, but I'm worried that, let's say we have, for example, a little bit of a hill, that raising these would crash our rover. Yeah, Vena, that's the 3D geometry seam, the triggered anomaly, that you get that on the Mun and on Minimus from time to time. That's what makes it dangerous to drive rovers, and that's why you get them slowly. And I mean, yeah, some weird 3D geometry happens regularly in real situations, weird spots. But the problem with this is, this shows me that the entire thing is flat. From what I can see now, visually, this all is flat. So for all intents and purposes, I should be able to cruise along at 10 meters a second and not worry in the slightest. But Kerbal has these weird invisible little seams, these little clips and so on, so I can ride across something that looks perfectly flat, and then suddenly, boom, the rover will flip and go insane. Which is, it's part of the game. I'm not complaining. It's like PUBG being glitchy. The fun of Kerbal is that the Kraken is there, that weird things can go wrong, and that's okay. Thank you for that follow. So, it's fine to accept that. This is gonna take ages. But that's sort of the limit as to where I say, this is a no reverting. When Kerbals die, they die. When things break, they break. We keep to that. But the limit that I get, that I put on this is, if something breaks or if something goes wrong outside of my control, then I feel I have the right to reload a quick save like that. That's why I do the quick save, just for bugs. If the game crashes in the middle, then I can load a quick save. If these weird little pauses that we've been getting messes something up, I feel a quick save is fair. If, let's say, we're cruising at this speed, nothing appears to be wrong. If I suddenly flip out, I feel I can use that quick save. Or if Indy, you know, knocks over anything basically that's outside of my control. In this case, like before, I sped up and then this thing started tumbling, then that's my fault. Okay, you know what? While we are traveling like this... Oh, hey, we should adjust a little bit to get there quicker. We need to move towards that rock. We're gonna slow down. Turn gently towards that rock. Speed up again to 3 meters a second. But yeah, while we're waiting for this to complete, we're gonna do this one afterwards, where we're gonna put that in the polar orbit and start the scan. But in the meantime, as I mentioned, we have a number of contracts that are still left. This one, this satellite will also take care of this one. This one we need to wait for 30 days. This one is something that I want to do during the week, because we need to make a new jet plane and see if we can get that to the North Pole. And it may just involve making a plane and flying it for 20 minutes. I don't know. We'll have to see. That's something I want to do during the week. Now, fortunately, we've done the biome scan. This is something we can get some science from. This is the satellite that does this mission. We have a Mun landing that we get to do. I'm thinking maybe we keep that for the next weekend. Maybe during the week I'll design the lander, and then in the weekend we just fly it. The surface outpost on Minimus, that's definitely a next week type of thing. We need to learn what this is. I need to read up on this. I have never built a base on anywhere else. And anywhere, not even on Kerbal. So this is going to be wholly new for me, which is going to be great. Next weekend goal. Magnetic environment. This is again one waiting. Just wait and that'll get done. This is something we could, I think, do during the week. This involves landing putting a lander down on a specific site and driving around, taking the seismic readings at these sites. I think I can do that during the week. Put Kerbal in orbit. Now, Alex wants us to put a space station in orbit. That I think might also be a next week thing. And for the rest, this magnetic environment around the sun, we can't do that yet. We don't have the engines for it. And this one is now completed. 6 to 7 meters per second should still be fine. I don't know, it's still risky. Because at 10, we started flipping out. We could probably go a little bit faster, but I don't want to risk it by now. And besides, we are this close. Build first a colony base on Kerbal for training another game? Yeah, it might be worthwhile to just test how on earth that works. Yeah, so next weekend we're gonna do the big ones. Get a lander back on the Mun again, work on that space station. That's next weekend we're gonna do the big ones. During the week, so that's Saturday and Sunday guaranteed at 6 p.m. I'm gonna be streaming. During the week, I may just do an impromptu stream when I feel like it, because it's my holiday right now, so I'll be doing this, that, and the other thing And then maybe, if I feel like it, somewhere during an evening again, 6 p.m. CET, that's GMT plus 1, or Amsterdam time if you prefer, I might just do an extra stream for fun. Okay, we did all this to get to Minimus's lowlands, which apparently we already had info for. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna put the brakes on. What could be bad about leaving this on a hill? And leave this thing to keep transmitting its data. Oh, this is interesting. This is already considered an outpost. The only downside is it doesn't have a docking port. Oh, and it can't support 5 Kerbals and have a viewing copula. Oh well. This thing should be fine here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump to the Scansat, the Urgent Omelette. So this is a Scansat for the biome scanner. And also it has the magnetometer and the radio, the plasma wave data scanner that we can use to scan everything on Minimus. And the thing is, we're going to be landing here. Let's... Where's Minimus? Where are you? Can I not focus Minimus? Is that no longer allowed? No, don't switch to. I can no longer focus. Okay. We are going to be putting this thing into a polar orbit of Minimus, and that's going to be in 2 days, because as you can see, it has a very wide and slow apoapsis here. And it is being slowed down currently by Minimus pulling it down. Which means it's traveling in this direction, it's getting force in this direction, which is like burning retrograde, so it's being slowed down by Minimus. Our whiny rover is again saying that it doesn't have any power, but that's alright. So in the meantime, we will likely be getting some science from our rover. There we go, see that uploading? 160, that is another high... There we go. Perfect. That was another high tech level that we can do, so that is excellent. That is Minimus encounter being moved forward. That is curious. That is curious. I've never seen it move shift like that. What is happening? The entire encounter is shifting. Because we're already being slowed down by Minimus right now. Well, darn it. Okay, what happens if I burn retrograde? I've never seen this happen. Our Minimus encounter is actually getting less likely. This is very new to me. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is big trouble. Raising our periapsis now. There we go. That was very, very strange. I think maybe the engines were on real softly, and that was messing us up. Which now means we have a big problem, because we were in a beautiful place to get a polar orbit. And that is now definitely not the case anymore, so... Fortunately, maneuvers are real easy here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shift on over. Can I not focus on Minimus now? There we go. I'm gonna shift over to get into... Hi, kitty. A polar orbit here. There we go. And then we're just gonna circularize from there. It'll be fine. Indy is currently running like a maniac, by the way. I don't know if your cat does this, but mine gets the poop crazies. After he's pooped, he will run back and forth. Okay, let's remove this. And shift this thing. There we go, over the center. Since we have more than enough, we just easily... There we go. Let's see, hold up, where's this periapsis going to be? It's going to be at 180, which means... oh, that's not what we need to do. Because since I want this to be at 250, I'm not going to circularize this right away. Let's see, you can get this about... I think 10 is going to be too much. Yeah, see? 240, 257. It doesn't need to be that precise, but I like it. 251. That is fine by me. Which means we need to be orientated retrograde, and in 2 hours we have this burn. There's tab to focus on other planets. You're kidding me. That is real good. Thank you. Now poses a regular spaceship landed on the surface. Yeah, I think that part, just landing something might be good. I'm not too sure about design. Because that's going to be a little bit different than normal. Okay, let's get a radio plasma wave. Minmus is alternately protected from and blasted by the solar wind as it moves in and out of Kerbin's magneto-tail during its orbit. Vaden, thank you so much, you kind snobscriber. Leaving for tonight, another work week. Ah, fun to see you all next time. See you all. See you next time, Vaden. Fub, Ingeborg, thank you so much for watching as well. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the failures and the ongoing tribulations. And I hope your work week will be a good one. Oh yeah, that alarm is no longer valid. That was for the previous thing. Whew. So another advantage of having this probe, just now if you remember we lost connection because the probe was on the other side of Kerbin. With a second probe that's going to be rotating around here in a different inclination, we'll have yet another chance to make sure we keep in touch with Kerbin. Okay, we need to start blasting this at about 5 seconds to go. Three, two, one, engage. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cut engines. Let's adjust down to 250. Let's look at that one here. That was a little bit too much. Let's do a bit of prograde. See, we still have 432 milliseconds. There we go. Now, of delta V is what I was going to say. So we're gonna warp on over here. So we want to adjust it to do something at the apoapsis. We're gonna push Jexus to be the expeditious. We seriously need to change that. when we are at the apoapsis is when we want to circularize that periapsis.